Imagine a perfect wedding day, about to be shattered by the darkest secrets. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to a deep dive into Funny Story, a film that twists perceptions and challenges truth. Today, we're unraveling every detail of this unsettling psychological drama, leading to an ending that will leave you questioning everything. Our story begins with Emma and Charlie, a couple preparing for their wedding. They're at dinner with friends, Mike and Rachel, discussing their upcoming wedding speeches. The conversation is lighthearted, focusing on funny anecdotes, but with underlying tension. Emma's reluctance to share certain intimate stories is evident. Charlie suggests skipping over potentially embarrassing details, like the crying thing. He advises Emma to avoid crying during her speech to look good. They realize they're planning to use the same stories, like the first time we met and the first date. Later, Charlie takes Emma to his apartment, which he says he uses for working late and stuff. Emma finds the idea of sneaking into a place at night thrilling. While there, Charlie gets a call from his boyfriend, I guess, named Charlie. Emma reveals that her boyfriend, Charlie, is her first love, a fact that surprises her friends given she's 30. She awkwardly attributes this to having been ugly previously. A tense moment occurs when Emma pretends there's a giant spider on Charlie's back, a glimpse of her playful, yet unsettling, nature. Charlie practices his wedding speech, expressing his deep love for Emma, but struggles with the delivery. Emma mishears, "I want to marry you," as a hairy knife, highlighting a recurring theme of miscommunication. During dance practice, Emma finds the choreographed routine performative. Charlie argues that a wedding itself is performative by nature. Emma tries to lighten the mood with a specific song that fucks with Charlie when he's in a bad mood. Later, Emma spots their wedding DJ, Pauline, on the street smoking heroin. Charlie is horrified, suggesting they find another DJ, but Emma is hesitant. Their differing reactions highlight their individual moral lines. Charlie accuses Emma of being Pauline's publicist for defending her. To justify Emma's stance, Charlie brings up a past dog story of hers. Emma explains they have a pre-marriage tradition of sharing the worst thing they've ever done, which they vowed never to speak of again. Charlie's initial joke about fucking a dog is quickly shut down. Mike confesses that during a trip to Mexico, he used his ex-girlfriend Tessa as a human shield against an attacking dog on her birthday. Rachel then reveals she locked a slow neighbor kid in an abandoned RV closet and ran away, leaving him overnight. She claims he was found, and she never faced consequences. Charlie shares he cyberbullied someone so severely in school that their entire family moved. Finally, Emma confesses the worst thing she almost did, planning a mass school shooting when she was 15. She brought her dad's rifle to school and lost her hearing in one ear while practicing with it in the woods. This shocking revelation is met with stunned silence and disbelief from the group. Rachel, whose cousin is paralyzed from a shooting, is particularly disturbed by Emma's confession. Emma tries to justify it by saying she was 15 years old and severely depressed. She admits she was intrigued by the aesthetics of shootings and playing a character got her attention because she was a girl. The film then shows a scene with a wedding photographer, whose morbid shot list ironically mirrors Emma's past violent fantasies. During a pre-wedding photo shoot, the photographer tries to elicit natural smiles from Emma and Charlie. Charlie looks increasingly uncomfortable, his forced smiles betraying his inner turmoil. Emma later has a road rage incident, aggressively confronting another driver at a crosswalk. Her outburst reveals a volatile side of her personality. Charlie, upset, accidentally slaps Emma, further highlighting the escalating tension between them. Back at Charlie's apartment, he expresses his fear that Emma is not the person you thought she was. Charlie's friend advises him to leave Emma and go back to London. The next morning, Emma questions why Charlie is having a hard time believing her confession. She asks him to forget about it, but Charlie insists he has to know. He fixates on the details of her planned school shooting. Emma reluctantly explains more about her childhood, including moving frequently and feeling hated in Louisiana. She reiterates her fascination with the aesthetics of shootings, believing it looked cool online. In the shower, Charlie makes a joke, "Do you think I came in here to stab you?" revealing his growing fear and distrust of Emma. He presses her about a friend who died when she was younger, implying it's linked to her issues, but Emma dismisses it as not relevant. Charlie throws away Emma's mug with a gun on it, symbolizing his desire to erase her past. Emma understands it's not about the fucking mug, and it's a proxy for their deeper issues. Rachel, upset, calls Emma, revealing that Emma sabotaged her work project. During their argument, Charlie weaponizes Rachel's past confession against her, highlighting the hypocrisy of their judgment. Charlie then attempts to rationalize Emma's actions by blaming America's fault now, linking it to gun culture. He misrepresents Emma's childhood tragedy, making it sound like she witnessed her best friend's death, finding her more interesting due to her dark past. Misha confesses to Charlie that he kissed her while he was emotionally vulnerable, crying about Emma's past. She reveals Charlie asked her hypothetical questions about what she'd do if her boyfriend had planned a school shooting. Misha unequivocally states she would call the police, even if she loved him. At the wedding, Emma's father gives a speech, subtly alluding to Emma's past activism and the mysteriously disappeared rifle. Rachel's maid of honor speech is filled with passive-aggressive remarks about Emma being layered and complex, and Charlie being an open-minded partner. Emma overhears Misha talking about school shooting and "don't tell anyone," fueling her paranoia. Convinced Rachel betrayed her, Emma demands Charlie bring Misha to her. Misha is forced to recount her version of events to Emma, admitting Charlie kissed her. She again clarifies that Charlie asked about a planned school shooting, not an actual one. During Charlie's speech, he's a mess, forgetting everything he planned to say. He tries to praise Emma, but his speech devolves into a desperate plea for her love and a public confession of kissing Misha. Charlie declares he wouldn't care if Emma had killed someone, further highlighting his confused attempt to prove his love. A fight breaks out between Blake and Charlie, ending the wedding in chaos. In the aftermath, Charlie frantically searches for Emma, leaving her desperate voicemails. The film concludes with Emma sitting alone in a diner, reminiscent of their earlier conversations about their first meeting. Charlie approaches her, now bruised, introducing himself, creating a new meet-cute. He invents a heroic story about getting into a fight while saving a woman whose baby was stolen by someone who was gonna eat it. Emma, now seemingly unaware of their shared past, accepts his fabricated story, bringing the film to an unsettling, ambiguous close. This ending leaves us questioning if Emma and Charlie are truly starting over, if this is a delusion, or a new twisted reality they've chosen. What do you think really happened in Funny Story? Let us know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like this video, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more movie explanations and recaps. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the magic of cinema.